Hey everyone, good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by and checking the video out, checking the channel. I really do appreciate it. Another great one from the 80s. Just great, in my opinion. Just, that time frame in general, music was just fantastic. Pop, rock. Billy Squier, Lonely is the Night off the Don't Say No, I think it's Don't Say No album. Cool tune, love it. Great guitar riff going on in here. A lot happening. I don't want to say simple song, but some simple elements to the song, which you put it all together, though, it just sounds fantastic. I'm part of a project right now, and we're kind of put it on a set list, so I'm kind of working on it quickly to make it sound okay, and I think I'm there. That's why I wanted to share it with you a little bit here. So pretty straightforward. Hopefully you enjoy it. All kind of based around the key of E. So some cool licks, some cool tricks and tips here. A couple shortcuts I'll show you. Whether or not they're shortcuts or actually that's how they play it, it's how I'm learning it. And you're good to go. So again, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. Please, if you haven't done so, like, subscribe, hit the bell, check out the website, all that good stuff. And let's get right into this. All right, well, here we go. Great tune. I'm glad I'm doing it with this project I'm part of right now. Lonely is the Night, Billy Squier. Key of E, I mean, a lot of, kind of really, it's really revolving around this major E chord. Right there. So, it's fun. I think it's a good tune. Great tune from the 80s. So let's kind of get into it. I'm going to walk you through most of the song. Solo, I'm going to kind of just put you in the neighborhood because I'm still working on that. Again, it's kind of a quick thing I'm working on right now. So I'm just trying to get it to a point where it's playable. But let's kind of get into it. Obviously the riff in the intro is really kind of the signature. So what we're doing to kind of get this going here is we're going to start on the second fret of the G string, and we're going to slide up from second to 4, and then hit those open E, open string. So I'm going from 2, 4, open B, open E. Okay? So the next riff there is we're going to pull from 2 to 1 on the G string. So all together. And I'm going to bring it up to second fret on the D string. Open E. Start over again. And we're going to just, instead of going up, we're going to kind of just land on that second fret of the G string. So all together, we've got this. So it's one pull, and we come back to that second fret. So another variation. So all together again. So there's your first one. There's your second one. So the second one, the third one's going to stop right there. Okay. So all together. There's 1. There's 2. There's your third one, and here's where we're going to change now. We're going to go from 2 to 4, 2, 4 on the A to 2 on the D. Let's put it all together because it's kind of tough to hear, single little notes here, but when you see what we're doing here, you'll get it. And then we're going to go 4 to 5 here and open D. I think it's 3 times. I got to do it all together. Hang on. That's like 98% correct there, okay? So what we're gonna. So after that, so 4 to 5 on A, open D, 4 to 5, A, open D, right? So that's how it's gonna end. 4, 5, open D, 4, 5, open D, 4, 5, back to 4, 2 on the A string, open E, and then we play this major power chord. It is a power chord, I think, the E. But you're doing all 6 strings basically. So one more time, I think this is it. Threw an extra note in there somewhere, but you get it. That's what it is right there. And then you're gonna go into the riff. So I kind of cheat here, and I think this is how it's actually done. It's an E, really to a D, but we're kind of just cheating here. I guess you can play the full bar chord, but I just think it's easier because you're you don't have to worry about coming right back into the right position. You're already there. So it's the 7th fret, so we're playing an E, right? And then all we're doing is lifting up this finger to give us the back end of that D chord here, right? So we're just playing this. So it's, see how we did that? 7, 5, 7, 7, 5, A. So what I'm doing there is kind of like that Judas Priest chord from Living After Midnight, Right? So it's just, we're playing the A, and then when we're going to go to a D here, which is basically I'm adding my middle finger to the second string, 3rd fret, and I'm adding my ring finger to the 4th string of the 4th fret. A, and there's your D. And if you know your cage system, there's the full D right there, right? Just throwing that in there. So. Right? So that's kind of like the main rhythm pattern throughout the song. So. All right, now here's the other thing I gotta tell you. You've gotta listen to the song because there's different dynamics going on. We're just playing that rhythm. Some of it's really quick. When the verse kicks in, it's played 2 different ways. The first time around, it'll be, he holds it, and then it's kind of a slide up with that chord. So kind of what we already learned, but just a different way of playing it, as far as letting those notes ring out. Right, so we got that. We're gonna go into that, I don't know if it's a pre-chorus or a chorus, but we're changing it up. We're going from, red light. So it's a B to an E suspended 4 here. So, if you know you got your E chord, we're going to just add our pinky. Okay? So it's B, an E suspended 4, back to the B, to an E, and then you kind of hammer and pull your pinky, going from E to E sus4 and back and forth, right? So it's right, and then we're gonna go from same thing we did here, but we're gonna start here on a full D chord to again to that back end of the C. Right, so it's going to be D. So I guess if you want to go just 7th fret, 5th fret. So what am I doing here? So basically, just for visual, we're doing D, C, D, J. But we're kind of cheating again. So we're going D to a C, what I do here is I kind of hammer. I don't always catch it right. I'm going from like an open G here to a hammer on. I guess I think this is right. I'm going to index finger on the second string, first fret, middle finger on the second fret of the fourth string. So I'm going from here. So it's so altogether that's gonna be it's gonna be and it changes. So that's the pattern. So you gotta listen to the song, right? So the pattern is again. So let's start from the beginning, just to kind of put it all together. So. Chorus. First part of the chorus, then we change it. So it's going to go from, I'm kind of jumping here, I'm sorry, because I'm just trying to, I don't want to play the song note for note and get in trouble for it. So it's going to be, the first part of it is going to be, like I said, that B to the E, right? You're going to play that a few times. Then it's going to go from the second part is the, the 5, or 7 to the 5, 7 to that G. It's going to end on that E, okay? And it goes back into the... Right, so that's the meat and the potatoes of the song right there, okay? One of the other areas of the song is, I guess, kind of leading up into the solo. He's kind of hitting that E chord. And what I've been doing is, I kind of play this open E, almost like the Spirit of Radio, Rush, Alex Lifeson type of E. Right, so I play that open E. Somebody's watching you, baby. And that kind of you kind of hang on that E for the solo, going into the solo, I should say. The solo, I'm still working on it, but it's kind of, I can put you in the neighborhood here. It kind of kicks in, and there's a hammer here, right? And then you kind of come up here. And again, I don't know note for note, but I can kind of get through it if I had to play it right now. But those are kind of the general areas you're going to be in, right? There's some bends up here. All right. And then we go back into the intro, but we're kind of playing a little bit different. And yeah, get some drums going. The second time we come around, so it's really just an E to a D. And I guess it's back to a different type of V. And you could probably play this anywhere you want. For me, it works here. I guess it's all right. But again, this is kind of more like a neighborhood type of thing where it kind of gets you in the general area. And I think you've got the song there. In the end, it's a little bit different. It's going to be just kind of driving. And that kind of just rides out for the whole song at that point. So I think we went over most of the tune. Again, I'm still in the process of kind of learning it. I know it, but I don't know it 100%. But I've got to know it for the band I'm working with now. But that's basically it. I would say the key to the song is just being tight with the drummer, because there's a lot of hits. Not necessarily that you're doing together, but you're kind of working off of each other. Right. So. That's the song, I think, for the most part. If it's inaccurate, I apologize. I wanted to kind of put this together while it's still fresh in my head. I know I'm still working on certain aspects of it, but I think I've got enough here to give you something to work with there. So hopefully you enjoyed it. It's a great album that it comes from. Don't Say No, you know, the 80s. I can't say enough about some of that rock from the 80s and pop. So enjoy. If I missed something, let me know. I think the bones are there. I think I kind of got you moving in the right direction. I did what I could, I guess. So enjoy. Hopefully it's, you know, you enjoy this one. And I will see you on the next lesson. Thanks for sticking around. Take care.